Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another post-fight analysis video. All right, y'all. The fight we were all looking forward to as WMMA fans, Manon Fiorot versus Mayra Bueno Silva. We all wanted to see Manon Fiorot in a tough fight. We wanted to see her pass that test. And did she pass it? Yes, she definitely passed the test, in my opinion. Not in the fashion that everybody wanted, not in the fashion that I predicted, not even the fashion that she predicted. You know, she was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But no fear, she went in there. She made a big statement. She showcased that, look, she has the power and the skills and the IQ to go in there and deal with a very tough, full-fledged flyweight in Mayra Bueno Silva. You know, Mayra Bueno Silva tried to play the games. You know, she tried to play the mind games like shots weren't hurting. She wanted to take Manon Fiorot out of her game, but Manon Fiorot stayed in it, stayed on her feet. She showcased a little bit of clinch work, ground game, a little bit of everything, you know. And I will say that something looked a little off here in this performance, but, you know, not every fight's going to be perfect. And she was going in there against a, you know, like I said, a tough fighter like Silva. You know, Silva's not somebody you can just knock out. I know we thought Manon Fiorot had the power to do that. Maybe she could have if she would have taken a different approach, which we'll talk about here in a minute as far as her stand-up. She probably could have got the knockout, but maybe she was just a little antsy and wanted to go in there and perform. And maybe, you know, Manon Fiorot was just a little jittery. Who knows? But the work she put in definitely showcased a fighter that likes to win and always wants to win and is very critical of their performance at the end of the fight. So maybe from here on, you know, she will commit to what worked for her in the past, you know. But real quick, looking back at the fight, right away in the first round, both fighters opened up trying to exchange kicks. Manon to the, I think Manon was attacking the body while Mayra Bueno Silva attacking the calf. Manon, she went on the back foot. She started to establish that range, and then she was able to land a good 1-2 right off top, you know, and touch the chin of Silva. You know, Silva, she ate that shot. You know, she ate the shot, but Silva, she continued to come forward. And Silva started letting those front kicks to the body go. Manon Fiorot started measuring that distance, and she was blocking a lot of these kicks. You know, she just started blocking a lot of these kicks, and right away she lands a nice side kick to the stomach of Silva and knocks Silva back. And Silva she kind of like, she feels it, you know, she feels it, but she kind of like hunches forward and starts coming forward. You know, she doesn't stop. So Manon, she's landing these kicks nicely, you know, so these are money. You know, this is what she's known for. Manon Fiorot, she'll go to that body with these side kicks. She times it like a nice long jab, and she stays committed to it. She was also landing some nice combinations up top, you know, just touching. But at the same time, it looked like she was pushing a lot of shots. You know, I think Manon Fiorot was kind of pushing this time. It seemed like there wasn't much steam on him. She was throwing 3-punch combinations and missing with the right hook. You know, they weren't clean, but they were landing. You know, Silva, her guard was up high. So I think, to me, to take a lot of steam off these, to take a lot of steam out of Mayra Bueno Silva, Manon should have started jabbing to the body. She should have started jabbing to the body or throwing the 1-2. Because Silva, you know, she was eating a lot of these shots, had the high guard, and taking away a lot of the impact. So Manon Fiorot, a couple of times in like the opening 2 minutes, she would throw this 1-2-3 and end it with a right hook that was missing by a mile. That's why I was like, no, man, you know, Manon, you got to go back to what you know. You know, throw that straight 1-2 down the pipe from the southpaw stance. You know, the right jab, straight left hand. You know, that's all she really needed, in my opinion. Like, if she would have stuck front push kicks to the body and just straight 1-2s down the pipe, you know, if you split the guard with just a basic 1-2, that would have worked. But the right hook, when it landed, it would just kind of touch the side of the head, or it would miss. You know, she would throw the 1-2 and miss, and it just seemed like she was pushing a lot of these shots. So Silva would eat him and just come forward. You know, she would just eat him and come forward. So when Manon went back to the 1-2, it was effective. She shouldn't, like I said, she shouldn't have been throwing those 3-punch combinations. The right hook was missing. Silva, she was eating a lot of combinations and side kicks, kept shaking her head like this wasn't hurting. She just kept shaking her head until Manon kicked her in the chest and dropped. And I was like, there you go. Wake your behind up, Mayra Bueno Silva. This ain't a clown show. Fight. We want to see you fight. She kept eating these kicks and shaking her head. But when she got kicked in the chest, that kind of woke her up. Manon's kick to the body, like I said, it couldn't miss at all. But when she started punching around the guard as well, that's when she got effective. Like the right hook started going around the guard by the ear a little bit more. It was effective. So she definitely won the first round, and she ended it with the takedown to showcase her strength. So I said, okay, Manon's waking up here. She's trying to show us a little bit of everything, you know, the stand up and, you know, the element of surprise, you know, just getting that takedown and throwing that strength and ground game on Mayra Bueno Silva. So first round, Manon easy. Second round, Manon, she started throwing a lot of flurries again, like I said, but she really needed to throw that straight 1-2 down the pipe. After throwing a couple combinations, she went into the clinch. Manon definitely was a stronger fighter here, pressing Silva to the cage. Not much action, so they got broken up back to the center. Silva, she did get in some straight, stiff strikes, but Manon, she was pushing back with her own combinations. Every now and then when Silva would get off something in the pocket, she would kind of freeze up Manon just a little bit. Like, they would touch her, and, Manon would feel these shots, so she would make an adjustment like a boxer, throw her straight left hand and dip. That's why she was dipping out and she was pulling back, making Mayra Bueno Silva miss here. So her boxing was on point. Manon, she goes back to landing again, landing good combinations. Not like I said, the straight, sharp shots that she needed to be throwing, but just combinations here. And of course, what is Silva doing? She's shaking her head. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me. So Silva, like I said, she started clowning around, but Manon, she wasn't stopping. She wasn't stopping her work rate. She continued to flurry and land and piece up Mayra Bueno Silva. Manon, she couldn't hurt her, but she was chipping her away. I don't know, something looked a little off here. Manon was bagging these rounds, but she looked a little off. Like I said, not much steam on these strikes, and not much commitment to just the straight left hand. Because if she would have went to the body with the jab and upstairs with the straight left hand, I think she could have definitely got the knockout. The body was there to be tenderized. Mayra Bueno Silva had the high guard. She was coming straight in. It was all about the body here, but Manon was just landing kicks to the body, and not in sequence either, so she needed to commit with combinations. Like I said, if she's going to let the right hook go, the right hook should have been to the body, a la like Canelo, like Canelo does with the left hook. He'll feint like he's going upstairs, but he'll throw it to the body, so she should have been throwing the right hook to the body instead of upstairs. Last round, Manon, she started striking off the back foot here, landing in volume as Silva just coming in, getting busted up. Silva, she's not throwing. Manon, she clinches up, gets a big takedown here, dumping Silva on her back. And this is the thing, like, Manon actually looked a little bit more impressive in her clinch game and her ground game in this fight to me. I was like, wow, a few times, like the way she was controlling Mayra Bueno Silva. Because Mayra Bueno Silva's good with her jiu-jitsu now. She's dangerous to the ground, but Manon took it to the ground. This third round, she pressed her to the cage. She picked her up and slammed her on her back to showcase, look, she could pick up this big flyweight. So she gets her on her back. And like I said, Manon actually looked stronger here. She used her weight, landed some nice strikes, transitioned to side control, got in some nice ground and pound. When they went back to the feet, Manon, she pushed a lot of strikes again, but she was landing. She was landing like at least 2 shots, but some were missing. Some of these shots were missing. Manon, she closed it out, though, with some flurries, just outworking the fighter who wanted to showboat and get hit. So, yeah, overall, I definitely had Manon Fiorot dominating, doing whatever she wanted, even if she looked a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like, that just shows you, like, how dominant she could be when she's on her game at a 100% or close to it, So I just thought maybe she looked a little, like, maybe feeling the effects of, that testing positive in her camp, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe just a little twist to the ankle, or like a little injury here or there. I don't know. Maybe she'll come out and let us know, but something just didn't look as sharp as she did even against like a big flyweight like Victoria Leonardo. She was hitting her with clean shots. But this fight here, it seemed like she went to a game plan of not necessarily playing it safe, but staying away from the power zone in the pocket. Those good long kicks, those are good to stay out of range. And she was just stabbing Mayra Bueno Silva to the body all night. But I imagine like if she just started like punching to the body, that would have opened up that left hand and she probably could have got a knockout for sure. But overall, yeah, like I said, dominant performance. The only things, like I say, constructive criticism or critiques from Manon's side, stick to the straight punches, the straight 1-2. I think that's where she's a killer. The right hook, it was just too off, like off angle. It was too off balance. Like when she would go 1, 2, 3, like pop, 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 the right hook she would end it with, she was just like winging it kind of too short and too diagonal. So she was missing that a lot, So that, and just the fact that she wasn't punching to the body enough. She should have been like either splitting the guard with an uppercut here and there because she has the speed, or, like I said, just jab the body till eventually the elbows drop, then boom, boom, you go upstairs and you got her, or throw the head kick, the head kick. But yeah, I enjoyed the fight. Maybe Manon just didn't want to get too caught up in the pocket with a big flyweight. She did fight a smart fight. Mayra Bueno Silva, on the other hand, only advice I got for her is to stop playing. stop playing. You know, don't go in there and just try to take punches and be shaking your head and then get kicked in the chest and get dropped, then go right back to showboating. That's not gonna win your fight. It's like you didn't come to win. You know, she just wanted to showcase how tough she was. But overall, you know, Manon Fiorot did what she was supposed to do. Like I said, I'm not gonna go in there and say she's exposed. She's still a tough fighter. She's still doing what other fighters couldn't do. You know, Montana De La Rosa, she couldn't beat. She couldn't dominate, or she couldn't win a good solid 3 rounds against Manon Fiorot. So hey, you know, what is Manon doing? She's showing you, look, I'm top level. You know, she still looks like a top level fighter to me because she showcased the IQ and the dominance. You know, and she wasn't getting hit and clean the face all the time either. You know, she showed good defense, slipping with her boxing skills. So yeah, Manon Fiorot still on my triple threat. Now's the time, guys. I am going to drop my full-on triple threat video. I just wanted to make sure everybody got a solid 3 wins. Miranda Maverick in my book still has 3 wins, you know, because she did beat Macy Barber. But, you know, Taylor Santos, she's in the top 10 now. She has JoJo coming up. She's looking good. So now the triple threat video is for sure coming now that Manon Fiorot passed the test. From here, I like to see Manon Fiorot in there with the winner of Jessica I, Andrea Lee, or the loser. Or I would like to see her in there, Roxanne Modafferi. That would be a good fight. You know, she's passed that 3 unranked fight test, so she's ready for a top 15. Maybe not top 10, but top 15. So get her a fight in 2022. We'll see what happens. As for Mayra Bueno Silva, can't be in there playing, man. You can't be in there playing if you really want to make it. You know, that ain't going to work. You know, I thought she was going to go in there and press the action, or at least try. You know, which she did at times, but, you know, I think that showboating was just taking up too much of her time in this fight, and that wasn't right. That wasn't something she needed to do. But there's still a lot of girls out there she could beat. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's still a lot of unranked girls that Mayra Bueno Silva could go out there and beat. So she's still going to be a good test, but I don't know if she's going to break into the top 15 with that type of approach to fights. So, yeah, shout out to Manon Fiorot. That's 1 of 3 of the triple threat. Video is coming, or we'll talk about it. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a live stream on it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do the live stream tomorrow for the triple threat. Either tomorrow or Tuesday, because I want to break it down to y'all. I want to say, look, I want to say, look, these are the 3 flyweights here that have the potential to be contender for Valentina Shevchenko pretty soon. So yeah, guys, Combo Breaker 99. Let me know what y'all thought of the fight. Did anything look off to Manon Fiorot to you? Who do you want to see her fight next? What does Mayra Bueno Silva got to do from here, guys? Let me know. I am out. Subscribe. Peace.